YouTube, y'all get on in here. YouTube. Sure, I got this oven on. Get on in here, YouTube. I got all of my stuff sitting out over here. Matter of fact, I'm going to show it to you. Okay, YouTube is on. Let me get Facebook in the building. Facebook, y'all come on in. Y'all get on in here. Facebook, get on in here. YouTube, get on in here. Get on in here. Let's get on in here. Let's get on in here. Give you guys and gals a minute to come in. Give you all a minute to come in. Third cup. Okay, everybody's coming in, so I'm going to take. Hey, Miss Teresa Mouse, let me turn you around. So, guys, we're getting ready to make lasagna. Okay, so we have Facebook. I'm gonna come and get you next. We have ground beef here, some mild Italian sausage, petite diced tomatoes. Now, for my lasagna, I use ragu. For my spaghetti, I use Prego, but it's whatever your preference is. But we're going to use three different kinds, flavored with meat, garden combination, and we're going to use a traditional style. This is our lasagna pasta. Get whatever kind you like. Got some ricotta cheese, a little bit of sugar for the acidity. We have Italian seasoning, oregano, a little salt, nature seasoning, black pepper, accent, garlic, parsley, granulated onion. This is Mama T's Everything Green. Over here, we have our peppers, our onions, creamy milk, mozzarella cheese, or mozzarella, triple cheddar, mild cheddar, and then we have a few eggs. Okay? Got our water boiling. I'm going to turn you back around. You Facebook, don't get jealous. I'm going to get y'all next, okay? Hello, everybody on Facebook. Come on in and share the live, okay? So we're cooking lasagna, all right? So we got our Italian sausage, mild, our ground beef, petite diced tomatoes, three different kinds of sauce flavored with meat, garden, traditional, some ricotta cheese, a little bit of sugar to cut the acidity, but you don't have to use it if you don't want any. Lasagna, pasta, Italian, oregano, nature seasoning, salt, black pepper, accent, garlic, parsley, granulated onion, Mama T's Everything Green. On this side, we have some peppers, some onions, creamy milk, mozzarella, triple cheddar, some mild cheddar, and we're gonna use a few eggs. Okay? Hello, everybody. Miss Sharon Brown, nice pots. Thank you. So, what else I need to tell you all? So we're also going to do some corn on the cob, and we're going to do some garlic bread in the oven, okay? The kind that's already made, all you have to do is put it in the oven. That's the kind we're using. I had all of my stuff out, but I forgot to put this water for the corn on. So let's ride, Clyde. Now this is our pasta water. Miss Dana Cole, Miss Pepper Hodge. Miss Pepper Hodge, you on YouTube, babe? Let me get me some oil. Canola oil, whatever kind of oil you want to use. Okay, just a little bit. And we're going to salt the water. This is going to be for your lasagna pasta. We say noodles, okay? We say noodles, but whatever you want to call it, you call it that. And we're gonna go. Now I'm not gonna start with the pasta yet because I don't want it to have to sit and get soft. So now that that water is boiling, we're gonna turn it down, and we're gonna get started on this, our sauce. We're gonna get started on our sauce. Hello to everyone. If you're on Facebook, please share. YouTube, I'm uncertain as to if you're able to share the live over there, but what you can do is, everybody that's on YouTube, do me a favor and tap the screen, okay? Tap the screen. Tap the screen if you're on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. I really would. Now this is 80-20. I normally get the higher end, like 90 and 93 and stuff like that, because that's the less amount of fat the meat will produce, but it didn't have any. So you got to do what you got to do. We're going to go ahead and get our Italian sausage in here. You watching Biblical Noodles? Kennedy, this is the best. You better tell them something. Miss Barbara, no, I don't eat lasagna. I do not. And don't plan to start. If you've never added Italian sausage with your in your lasagna and your spaghetti, if you've never added Italian sausage in it, you're missing out. Okay? Trust me when I tell you, you are missing out. Getting something so I can strain my, I like to do something like this so you don't pour that grease down your sink. Put your strainer in a bowl, okay? Yeah. Turn that up. Turn this down. Turn it this way. Now, while we're waiting on that, we're gonna go ahead and make our little ricotta cheese mix that I do. Now, I know there are several people that say they don't like, matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is, so you can see me, I'm gonna move this. That way you can look straight over what I'm getting ready to do. A lot of people don't like ricotta cheese in their lasagna, but if you do it right, I don't think there should be a problem. Now this is a 32 ounce. I'm not exactly sure. Hello, this is a 32 ounce. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use the whole thing. It does. Facebook, I know you guys are so used to me reading every comment, but because I'm branching out a little bit, I got to try to spend some of my time on both sides. But don't be jealous. Y'all had me to yourself for 2 years. Facebook, 2 years you've had me to yourself. You can share me now a little bit. Let's see. I left maybe about a half a cup worth of this ricotta cheese in here. Okay? If I was making a bigger one, I would use the whole thing. Alright? But you could use the whole thing if you want to. So what I'm going to put in here is, we're going to get, this is the only seasoning that I put in there. It's nature's. It's the only thing I'm going to put in here. What's up, Mr. John? It's already open. I just didn't tear it off all the way. We want to put up some nature seasoning in here. Kind of season it up. We're going to get us an egg. Do I want 2 eggs? I may just do 1. I have to look at the consistency. There's a certain, Now when you crack your egg, I want you to crack your egg into something to make sure that's the proper way to do it. Okay, just in case you happen to have a bad egg, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter if you just purchased it from the store or not. Trust me when I tell you. If it's a bad egg, it's gonna be a bad egg. We're gonna put some triple cheddar cheese. This is a caraway pot set. Nature seasoning. It's the only thing I put in here right here. Sometimes I do more, sometimes I don't. I'm gonna put up some of this. And it don't matter what kind of cheese you put in this. Okay, I just prefer to use yellow cheese to give it some color. This is mild cheddar. All right. Now, when you put your pasta or your noodles down, this is gonna go on top of the noodles, okay? On top of the pasta. I'm turning you a little bit, YouTube, Facebook. I need this. My daughter makes hers. I love layers in noodles properly done. Facebook, share the live for me. Somebody sent me some stars on Facebook. See, it needs to be spreadable, okay? See that? Okay, so that's good. 1 egg is good. 1 egg is good. This off my stove because it's hot. When you pick up that mild Italian, that Italian sausage in the store, make sure it says mild, okay? Uh-oh, it's mine, y'all, okay? It is mine. Liam Graham. Who's that? Sam Brown. Okay, YouTube, I can pick y'all up a little bit, I think, so y'all can kind of see me and the pot. Let's see. Lean you up just a little bit more. Facebook, I'm gonna lean you up a little bit. Thank you for the stars, Mr. Lauren Martin. Thank you. Almost touched that heat. My oven is already preheated. Now, that's going to be enough for me because when I'm cooking spaghetti, when I'm cooking lasagna, I don't want the meat to be in the condition of chili, you know? I like to leave some of it to have a chunk to it, but that's just me. That's just me. No, I don't put my peppers and my onions in right here. No, I do not. I get this meat cooked to where I need it to be, and then I add my peppers and onions. Okay? Y'all know how I always teach you all about the presence of something in a dish. You know, the presence and the substance. I don't want to just know it's in there because I put it in there. I like to be able to see it. And if it's something that I eat, I like to know that I'm biting down on a bell pepper or I'm biting down on an onion. It adds to the dish. Okay? I don't like to put stuff in certain dishes just to allow it to cook up, if that makes sense. Hey, Miss Linda Richards, I'm doing well. Miss Ernestine Tate, Miss Sherry Green, Mrs. Mary Wilson. Thank you for the stars, Miss Lauren Martin. Everybody, Miss Winnie Upshaw, YouTube, thank y'all. Now YouTube, you all can tap that screen as much as you want to, okay? It ain't gonna cost you nothing, I promise. I gotta get my watch hours up on YouTube. Matter of fact, my next thing I cook, I may just do it on YouTube and get Facebook to come over. Okay? Now we're not gonna cook this fully right here. All right, I just want to make sure that I don't see any red because we still got to add our peppers and our onions, and then it's going to cook some more. Okay, so I think that's good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get my little bowl and my little strainer. Get my little bowl and my little strainer. I can turn it down. Turn you all the way off. All the way on this counter. There we go. Now we're going to strain this meat. It may not look like it, but that's a lot of grease. Okay. Hello, Ms. Chambers. Turn this. Okay, there we go. I was like, I made a roasted pan spaghetti and it was delicious. Hey, Miss Cora. See all that grease? Y'all don't be pouring all that grease down your drain. It may not seem like you're hurting it in the moment, but it'll catch up with you. Okay, we're gonna pour it back. Now, I have a third of a orange, red, and yellow bell pepper. Third of a pepper, okay? I'm gonna let that go just a little bit, and then we're gonna add our onions. Oh, I want to turn it back on too, Willie. I start adding my sauce and my seasoning, then I'll put this pot back on the stove because what? This water is already hot. All right? So it won't take long at all to bring it back to a boil. Okay? It won't take long. Let me see. Shaw. Miss Irma Shaw from Flint, Michigan. Hello. Miss Adrian Bracy. You take the leftovers, Miss Harris. Blessing Holly favorite. Everybody. To Lottie Dottie and everybody. YouTube, I'm going to take y'all down just a little bit because I need to reach behind you and get me some butter for my corn. About a half a stick. Right. Let's get our onion. This is one whole onion. It was a large onion actually. Okay. Miss Shirley Turner. There's nothing in this ground beef yet but onions and the bell peppers. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Let them know. Y'all on YouTube, tap the screen. Now, this is my favorite spoon, and I think I broke it. Let me turn this back pot down. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn this back down, okay, to about 2-ish, because we get ready to start adding our sauce. This is the flavor with meat, and you don't want this all over your stove, okay? This is flavored with meat. Garden combination. Traditional. Now y'all know we're gonna put some water in those bottles, right? And rinse them out. You already know that. Don't forget where you come from. I'm pretty sure y'all moms and your grandmothers rinse those containers out. Just a little bit of water. And you got to go give it a bath. It's just enough to rinse it out. Okay. This is our petite diced tomatoes. The whole can is gonna go in here. This is a 28-ounce can. Juice and all, yes. Juice and all. You cannot rinse canned tomatoes. Okay. I'm gonna put it on about 4. I'm gonna get just a little bit of water. Y'all heard how quick that was? Probably about not even 2 tablespoons. Probably about a tablespoon and a half. Stuff is too expensive to be wasting. What's up, Devin? What's up, brother? YouTube, Pepper. Miss Pepper Hodge, I'm serious. Miss Pepper Hodge, you know you rinse these containers out. Stop playing. Now, if my grandmother was here, excuse me, she'd tell you to save this. Don't throw that away. They took these glass jars and they used them for all kind of stuff. Go over there one day. They'll take their time and peel this off and make sure that there's no residue on the container. And you go over there one day, might be drinking some lemonade or sweet tea out of this jar. Back in the day. Times have certainly changed. I sure do. Mr. Frida Stapler. I don't tell no lies now. Okay? That's 3 of the bottles. Now, because my grandma ain't here, you know where these are going. In the trash. I ain't got time to be trying to fight with no glass bottles. My hand is too big. I can't get my hand down in there to wipe it out, wash it out. No. Trash. Make sure you have that temperature controlled, because this thing right here, once it start bubbling, it's gonna be a cleanup on aisle 3. Okay, it's gonna be a cleanup. So we're gonna turn this back on. Remember, this pot, the water is already hot, so it won't take long. So we're gonna go in here. This is a 1/3 cup of sugar, a little less actually. Get us some garlic. Hey, Miss Yvonne. Oh, you can't. So you can share. YouTube. Yeah, I'm kind of lost on YouTube. So if you can share the live on YouTube, y'all can do that. This is garlic. I always use garlic and onion in my spaghetti and lasagna. YouTube, somebody's trying to call me. I think that's why the screen keeps going. This is Mama Tracy's seasoning. Okay. It's light on salt. Very light. Somebody's trying to call me, YouTube. That's why the screen blank out. This is accent. Now, if you can't have accent due to health reasons, whatever you do, please don't use this. Just don't talk my head off about it. This is black pepper. You got to have that black pepper, okay? Get us some oregano. Click the 3 dots at the top and you can share. Okay, click the 3 dots at the top and you can share, guys. This is oregano. Some Italian seasoning. Because what? It's an Italian dish, right? I'm gonna get us some Nature's. I'm gonna get a little salt because I know I'm gonna need it. Because all of those tomatoes. And then some parsley. You can use as much as you want of this. It don't taste like nothing. No thing. Now this, you need to let it It is going to have to start boiling, okay? Because you want to make sure that these seasonings come together, introduce themselves to one another, and then you can taste it to see from there what you think you will need. Whoever's trying to call me, hopefully they'll come and see that I'm live. Top Hat Kiwana, where you been? What's going on, Kiwana? Top Hat Kiwana. Now, where have I been? Devin, I don't know where you been, brother. I had these braces about 2 months. Maybe a little longer than that. Yeah, it's been about 2 months. Yes, sir. I'm gonna add some salt in this corn. I done missed like 4 calls on my phone. Whoever it is, I hope it ain't no emergency. What's up, Mr. Jim? I've been around. Okay, okay. Hey, Miss Dr. Gavin. So this water is almost at a boiling point already. Let me show you what kind of bread we're using. Now, if you want to, you guys, you can buy this bread. I mean, you can buy the bread very easy. Put you some garlic, some parsley, and this triple cheddar, or you can use this creamy mozzarella on this and put it in the oven. Okay, that's all you got to do. But I'm here for a little time, not a long time, so we're gonna use this. I think it has about 8 pieces in here. Yep. So if you find the right bread, that's, yes, it has that triple cheddar. I don't know what in the world is that. Triple cheddar. This is a loaf of bread. When you buy this bread out of the store, it's about the size it's gonna be. I don't know who is this in my yard. It's a delivery truck. Hope he's bringing a check. Turn you up because I need you to start boiling. Let's get this to 375. You see that steam? It's ready. Let me know when you come to the city out front. I sure will. Hey, Miss Rosalind. I sure will, because I want to try that chicken. Now, if you're making a personal pan lasagna, like for your family of 3 or 4, you're only going to need 1 box. Okay? You only need 1 box. I know all of them packages ain't mine. Wow. Amazon. That's all you got to do. I don't know what that is. Somebody might have sent me a Christmas present. When you hear it starting to boil, just go ahead and stir it so you can kind of slow it. Now, you're not going to stop it from boiling, but you'll kind of slow it down. That way, it won't rage. Okay? You don't want it to rage. dish. This is what we're putting our lasagna in. All right. This is a Christmas present for me. About last year, I believe. Last year. Once that water is boiling, let it boil 7 to 9 minutes. I normally let my stuff stay closer on the 7-minute side, sometimes 8 minutes. I try my best not to do 9 minutes because guess what? It's gonna have to turn around and cook again in the oven, all right? Miss Brenda Malone, I'm doing well. You love that frozen garlic bread? Lasagna is so expensive to make, but good. It sure is. It sure is expensive. Now, it's good, so I'm told, Devin, because you know I don't eat nobody lasagna. Let me get my corn. And there's nothing special about this corn. It's just a sweet corn, extra sweet. Green Giant, yum. Okay, that's all I'm using. Green Giant. How many is that? 4, 5, 6. We'll do 7. If you have children, you should know how much they like corn on the cob. Mine anyway. I need to get that to start boiling as well. That's a nice dish. Thank you, Miss Pepper Hodge. You don't eat it? No idea. No idea. I don't like ricotta cheese in mine. You know what, Devin? You know I already made I got my little ricotta cheese right over here. Devin, there's a lady from my church. I make lasagna for her. Haven't made it in a while, but kind of often. And she told me she despises ricotta cheese. And I told her, and I didn't know that. So she had my lasagna probably 4 or 5 times when I found that out. And I said, well, you do know I put ricotta cheese in my lasagna. She was like, ain't no way. I said, oh, yes, I do. So, Devin, you probably wouldn't even know what's in there. If it's done right. So I like to see how it's bending. So that tells me to give it about another, maybe a minute. Okay. About ready. I'll turn you up. Some people layer it too thick. Yeah, that's true. Johnny Brown. That is true. Now, Devin, now you said a mouthful on that one. You sure have. I've seen people put it so thick you would swear that it's a layer of cheese, and it is cheese, but I'm talking about like a layer of mozzarella cheese, because they put so much of it. It ain't supposed to be that much. Turn that water off. Need some salt. The sugar is fine. Okay? It's not it ain't supposed to be sweet, but you just need to cut that acidity a little bit. Okay? I'm adding some more nature seasoning. Look, it's crazy, right? I got to taste this thing as I'm making it to make sure. I know what it's supposed to taste like, right? But you can't pay me to eat it. I know that is very strange. I know. It's a little accent. All right? And then we're going to let it go. See, it's starting to rage. Stir. Then that's going to be it, y'all. That's it. Because you're not cooking this, you're just bringing it together, if that makes sense. All right. All you're doing is bringing it together. Bring it down now. All right. Don't overcook this pasta. It has to go in the oven again, okay? It has to go in the oven again. But not in the oven again. It has to cook again, I should say. Let's move this. These stoves are so much easier to clean if you catch it while it's hot. Okay? You catch it while it's hot. Remove that. Now these seasonings, they can go where they're supposed to go. The only one I'm going to need is that parsley. Okay? Y'all, lasagna, spaghetti is very easy. Once you get your taste buds right. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Now I'm going to see if I can zoom y'all in a little bit. Facebook. See if I can zoom you in. Oh. Okay, great. Let's get our dish here. Forgot, and I set this thing right there so I wouldn't forget. I always lay a little bit of meat sauce down at the bottom, because if you don't, that pasta, it'll stick to the bottom of your pan, and guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna burn. Okay, it's gonna burn. Get you some meat sauce, put it down at the bottom. And I knew I wanted to use this dish because it looked like it would fit the perfect length for this. And it does. See that? Let me show it to you. See that, YouTube? It's the perfect one. Facebook, you see? Now, we're gonna get some of this ricotta cheese. Let's see here. Again, now this ricotta cheese, it has nature seasoning and then some mild cheddar cheese, all right? Now, like I told y'all when you saw me mixing this, if you don't like ricotta cheese, you don't have to use it, okay? Just don't use it. Just take it and spread it out. You don't have to pile it up. Just a little layer. If you eat lasagna at a restaurant, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna have ricotta cheese in it. But let's just hope and pray that they know not to use too much. Okay. So making sure you see that? Just a little bit. You can see the noodles, right? See how you can still see the noodles? That tells you it's not thick. Meat sauce. Now nobody want no dry lasagna. Okay? So don't be stingy on the meat. And guess what? If you feel as if you made too much meat, get you the proper container, put this meat in the freezer, and one day when you feel as if you're ready for some spaghetti, pull it out and use it for your spaghetti. It's a multi-purpose meat, okay? A multi-purpose sauce, I should say. You can use the same sauce to make you some spaghetti. Now I'm probably gonna make somebody a pan, a little small pan, and just give it to them. Hold on. Almost forgot. Let's get some cheese. Mild cheddar cheese. I like to put my cheese on top of my sauce to make sure that we get a good, even melt. All right? This is mild cheddar. Creamy melt. I put a little bit of creamy melt on some of the layers. But that creamy melt, the majority of the creamy melt goes on the top. Okay? Just to make sure that we have a good cheese pull. Okay? I'm gonna put just a little bit between the layers. Not even enough to even talk about, but I know it's in there. All right? Now, back to this. And that's all you do. You just layer it until you get where you're going. Layer it until you get where you're going. Miss Magnolia reads, I'm probably gonna make my pasta a little pan and take it to her. Dry. All right, spread it out. Spread it out. And then this cheese is so finely shredded, y'all. It's so finely shredded. It may seem like it's a lot, but it's not. Mild cheddar, triple cheddar. Okay. If you ever had lasagna from an authentic Italian place, they use a lot of cheese. They'll tell you the cheese makes the lasagna. Okay. It's a little bit of the creamy milk, mozzarella. I may make this the last layer so I can make a little small pan to take to someone. Look, I done came over there and look at that camera now. I'm trying to figure out. This is gonna be the last layer. Now I could go a layer higher, but you know it's gonna kind of rise a little bit, and you don't want it to bubble out of your dish. Okay? You don't want it to bubble outside of your dish. This the last layer. And make sure when you do this, you cover the corners of your pasta and all. Because if it's not, when it bubbles and it rises, that part is going to stick out, and then that's going to be a hard corner. Okay, because there's no sauce there. Right? Fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the white cheese down. Remember this, I tell you, I'm going to use most of the white cheese on the top. So to give it that cheese pull. Okay. Good afternoon, Miss Evangeline Collins. Some cheese in those corners, okay? Clean that dish up, because if you don't, it's gonna have a burn stain on it. And guess what? It's not presentable, is it? Not for me. Bon appetit. See that? YouTube. Facebook. Okay. I gotta wipe it one more time because I tilted it so y'all can see. Bottom rack in your oven. let me get a little pan. Probably can get about two. I can probably get 2 layers. I probably can give them a good 3 layers. I probably can give them a good 3 layers. And then I'm gonna save the rest of my sauce. I'm gonna make some spaghetti next week. I know I haven't put that bread in the oven yet because it's not going to take long. Okay. And I don't want the bread to get cold waiting on the lasagna. Okay, yeah, I can get them a good, you can get about 3 layers. Okay. Thank you for the 200 stars, Ms. Linda Richards. Thank you for the 200 stars. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm always, if y'all live near me, I probably have to file some of y'all on my taxes. I'm always giving people food all the time. All the time. Literally. Now, it's different since I moved, but at my last house, my neighbors ate well. Hear me when I tell you. Some of them still hated that I moved. They ate well. Because I'm always cooking something that I don't eat. And this is one of the dishes right here that I used to get every time I make some. This was one of the dishes. See how many I got there? One. Look at that. I got 3 left. Make sure I don't scratch my pot. Tell you what, let's start doing it like this. And make sure you don't scratch this caraway. I told y'all I could probably get 3 layers. And I got plenty of cheese in my refrigerator. If I were to run out of cheese, because I make mac and cheese all the time for customers. So if I ran out, I'd just grab some out of the refrigerator. I didn't forget to add it just now. I didn't think I would have enough. Just the rest of it. This is the rest of it. It's gonna be one or the other. Either add it now or add it on that other one. I'll get you in a minute. I might have a little bit of sauce left, but it ain't a whole lot. Probably enough to fill up a Cool Whip bowl. A small little 8-ounce Cool Whip bowl. Also, here's another thing you could do. With it being the cold months, you can take this and make you some soup. Right? You can take it and make you some soup. I don't know. May not have any more sauce. I don't think I'm gonna save it because there ain't enough to do nothing with. I'm just give them a good old saucy lasagna. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. But guess what? That's it. That's it, y'all. I didn't feel like saving that little bit of sauce. So, just gonna get rid of it. Now, because this pan is a little fuller than I normally do it, we're gonna tilt the edges, okay? So, as you can see, one box of lasagna pasta, you can get 2 separate dishes of lasagna out of that one box. It has been proven. If you've never thought you could do it, you've seen it done. You've seen it done, okay? You've seen it done. Separate dishes. I'm just steady dropping stuff, but I'm gonna pick it up. That way I don't have to change my gloves. See that? You too? I wish I lived near you. In the oven. Now when you put those lasagnas in the oven, they're only going to stay in there long enough to get your cheese where you need it to be. Okay? Long enough to get your cheese where you want it to be, I should say. Some people like different things. Some people may want their cheese to brown. Okay? Now, I wouldn't advise that, but if you're going to want it to brown, you need to make sure you got a good bit of sauce because you'll mess around and dry it out trying to get that cheese to brown. Let's do this. Some spray. corn is about where it needs to be. Okay? It's about where it needs to be. I can tell by the color. And it's not been cooking on high. All right? I decided to put on gloves because I'm going to give them some of this bread too. Now that I'm shipping off that lasagna. Give them some of this bread. About 10 minutes or so on the bread. Oven is on 375. Now I don't want the bread to be hard, okay? But it does need to be just a little toasted. All right? Just a little toasted. Let's see, we're gonna put you in long ways. Yep. Any questions, guys and gals? Hope you guys have enjoyed my little cook today. YouTube, I appreciate you sticking in. Now I can see the comments. Oh, Miss Shirley, I'm about to call and check on our boy. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, let me zoom y'all out. Okay, y'all all in my face. Okay, YouTube, zoom you out. Any questions, YouTube? Any questions, Facebook? I mean, these people are blowing up my phone. Let's see. Thank you, Miss Gertrude. Mrs. Sarah Walker. Tiffany Chambers, thank you. I do my best. I'm feeling great. Hey, Mama Audrey. Scrolling up just a little bit. Miss Regina Porterfield. It's different since I moved too. I got you, Devin. Thank you, Miss Joanne, Miss Yvonne, Miss Lauren. I wish you too, Miss Pepper Hodge. Listen, you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for coming through. I endeavored to be on here not longer than an hour and a half. Okay, and I beat that time. I'm just about an hour or so, maybe a little over. So we did it. Thankfully, I had my water and all of that stuff already hot. That stuff takes time. Okay. But I'll see you all, what's tomorrow, Tuesday? I may come on tomorrow and we do a little baking or something because they're going to have leftover lasagna tomorrow. So I'm not going to cook a dinner dish. Thank you for sharing with me. No problem, Miss Tiffany Chambers. So Facebook, I'm going to let you all go. You all have a wonderful evening. I love y'all. There's nothing you can do about it. Do me a favor. Share the live. It's not going to cost you anything. Can you overnight my chunk? Okay, Miss Cora Wells, I got you. I love y'all. You know I do. See you later, Gator. Never delete. Okay, this car. You too. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm going to do my best to continue to come on and get my content and my hours and all of that stuff built on YouTube. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're watching the replay, do me a favor and just tap the screen. Okay, send up some hearts and some thumbs. It's not going to cost you anything, I promise you. But you all have a wonderful night as well. I love you all. You know I do. See you later, Gator.